I think a lot of what is being predicted in what you just said and what Chairman Powell said has a degree of uncertainty to it. Now, the markets always have uncertainty, and it's how it responds in the face of that uncertainty that matters. So let's talk about how it's responding to this uncertainty. We're at a new high in the S&P 500 since the March lows, and that matters. We've finally broken through that 2,800. It's a very tepid rise, but here's what's interesting. Many of us thought perhaps earnings would be what propels this forward, and we've had at least two earnings today. Goldman Sachs and Netflix that are down on the earnings news. And we certainly had financials from the last few days not propelling the markets higher. So to me, it's something other than earnings that's propelling it higher. And I think ultimately what this is saying, we're not really talking about this, but there's this quiet period in this trade war with China. And maybe during that quiet period, people are saying, America's got the upper hand here. I think that might be what the market is saying here.
Yeah, Doc, I'm curious as to what your read is. I mean, Jim talks about the unknowns. Yeah, the Fed chair says, look, it's unknown what the eventual outcome of trade policy is going to be, the economic impacts of the fiscal policy, taxes, et cetera. What's your read?
Well, we again, with you, Scott, we've talked about this for weeks with the panel as well. You take a look at the impact to our market versus China, for instance. Chinese market's down over 12% over the last, I believe, 30 days. Our market is basically unchanged to slightly higher. So I think Chairman Powell read correctly that the impact here, at least for the short term, Judge, isn't to the downside. The impact isn't a negative one for the U.S. and the consumers, as well as for the breaking his path to higher interest rates. Nothing has changed.
How about
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.